thank you for joining me for this short autumn equinox flow session. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position. So coming into Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. So just bringing the hands down onto your knees, grounding your seat bones down into the floor. Just close your eyes. And lengthening through your back, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. Just take a few moments to notice your breath. Taking nice big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So this session this evening is all about finding balance. I'm going to build a little bit of heat up through our body as well. So Thursday, 22nd of September, this Thursday coming up is the Autumn Equinox. And basically that means it's the time where the sun is in line with the equator. So the day and the night are equal times. So we have exactly the same amount of daytime as we have nighttime. And this is just a really great time for cultivating balance, reflecting on everything that's going on in your life at the moment. And just taking a step back, looking at it all, and then just maybe eliminating everything that doesn't serve you. It can also be a time for new beginnings. But just a really nice time for reflection. So this session this evening, this practice this evening, we're going to really try to reflect on what we're doing, whilst also trying to build balance in our practice. So we'll be going through some balancing poses and really trying to build some heat to warm us up for these coming autumn months. So breathing in, reach the arms up high above the head, bring the thumbs and the hand palms together. Breathing out, bring the palms together at the chest, bow the head slightly. And we'll just take a few moments to set our intention for our practice this evening. And that intention will just be about reflection. So throughout the class this evening, and obviously going on throughout your evening, just remember to take some time to reflect. So when we're in the poses that we're going to be flowing through, just reflect on what you're doing, reflect on your breath. And then slowly bring your hands back down to your knees and flicker the eyes open. So we're going to start in tabletop pose. So we're just going to roll straight over onto our hands and knees. So shoulders stacked above the wrists and hips stacked above the knees. So we're going to really get straight into our flow, but we'll just go through a few rounds of cat and cow just to lengthen and stretch out the spine. So breathing in, draw the tummy down towards the mat as the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. And then breathing out, curl the tailbone under, draw your chin into your chest, push down into the hands, feel the stretch all across the shoulders. Breathing in, tummy comes down. And breathing out, curl the tailbone under. 3 more rounds, let the breath lead the movement. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last round, breathing in. And breathing out. As you breathe in, come back to neutral. As you breathe out, curl the tail, curl the toes under. Push your hips up towards the sky into your first downward facing dog. But for this downward facing dog, I want you to stay up on your tiptoes. Lift your heels as far off the ground as they will go, and then draw your tummy towards your thighs. Keep lengthening through the arms, keep the hips reaching up as high as they will go. Tummy draws towards thighs. And then slowly start to pedal alternate feet down towards the floor.
So stretching out the legs any way they need to stretch out. Really lengthening through the hamstrings. And then drawing both heels down towards the mat into your downward dog. Take a nice big deep breath in and a big sigh out. And again, big deep breath in and sigh out. This time breathing in, come forward to plank, whole body straight. Heels reaching towards the back of the room as your crown of the head and chest reach forward. Draw the tummy in, hold in here. Start to engage that fire in the core. So the core, the centre of everything, that middle part of you. Trying to really build up heat there to warm us up for these coming autumn months. 2 more breaths here in plank. And then exhale, push back to down dog. Lengthen through your arms, spread your fingers nice and wide. As you breathe in, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Now do 3 big circles with the hip. Really opening the hip flexor nice and wide. 1 and 2 and 3. And then as you breathe in, straighten your legs, square the hips back off. Breathe out, bring that leg forward. Place it on the floor between your hands. Lower the left knee down, lower left. And then coming up into Anjaneyasana. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Keep this left hip squaring forward, lengthen through your arms, shoulders nice and relaxed. And just find your breath here, reflect on your breath, reflect on the pose before we think about moving into the next pose. Just take time to settle into it, take time to notice exactly what you're doing, how your body's feeling. Take a breath in and lengthen. Breathe out, open the arms out wide. And then bring the palms, fingers facing down towards the lower part of your back. As you breathe in, open your chest, sink down into the hips. Breathing in, come back forward. Bring the left hand to the inside of the right foot as the right arm reaches up towards the sky. Breathing in, bring that right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Move the right foot to the outer edge. And we're going to come into lizard pose. So bring the left forearm down. Notice how this feels. You can stay here if that's enough for you today. If not, bring the right forearm down. Curl the back toes under. Lengthen, straighten the back leg. Draw the chest forward as your back left heel draws backward. Lift the hips high. Find your breath. Reflect. Lower the left knee down, come back up onto the hands, move your right hand back down to the right side of your foot, and then you're going to step back to plank. Whole body straight again. Build that fire up. Heels drawing back, crown of the head reaching forward. 2 more breaths. Can you feel the heat? I can feel the heat. Push back to down dog. Draw your heels down into the floor. Find your breath. Relax your head, relax your neck. Breathing in, left leg comes up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. 3 big circles to open up the hip. 1, 2. And that last one, 3. As you breathe in, straighten the leg behind you, square the hips off. Breathe out, bring that leg forward. Place it on the floor between your hands. As you breathe in again, come up to Anjaneyasana.
Find your breath, lengthen through your arms, keep drawing this right hip forward this time. Take a breath in, lift up. Breathe out, open the arms out wide, fingers pointing backwards. Breathe in, chest nice and open. And breathing in, come forward, left hand comes down towards the mat. As you reach the right arm up towards the sky, look towards, reach the left arm up towards the sky, look towards your left thumb. Slowly bring that left hand back down, place it on the inside of the left foot. Right forearm comes down to lizard, then left forearm. Curl the back toes under, straighten the back right leg. Lift your hips up. And then slowly lift yourself back up again. Bring the left hand to the outer edge of the left foot. And step back to plank. Whole body straight. Last plank, I promise. Let's stay for 3 more breaths. And push back to down dog. Really nice. Ground the heels down. Find your breath. Relax your head. Now this time as you breathe in, come forward to plank, and then we're going to roll over onto the knife edge of our left foot to come up to side plank. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Finding that balance, focus on a point if you need to. Then stepping the left foot forward onto your mat, you're going to bend your right leg as you reach your left arm forward. So feel that stretch all down the left side of the body. And then straightening the arm back up again, straighten the leg, come back to plank, flip that top left leg back over into wild thing. Hips reaching up towards the sky. And then slowly roll yourself all the way back over to plank and push back to downward dog. I'm going to run through our first vinyasa now. So breathing in, come forward to plank. Breathe out, lower down knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, scoop forward to cobra. Breathe out, hips up, downward dog. Opposite side, breathe in, come forward to plank, whole body straight. Roll over onto the knife edge of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top. Come into side plank. Find your balance, reflect on the pose. Step the right foot forward, reach the right arm forward, bend that left leg. Sink down into that bend. Straighten the leg, flip the right foot over, come into wild thing. Hips reaching up towards the sky. Slowly flip yourself back into plank, push back to down dog. Through a second vinyasa, come forward to plank, breathe in, lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathe in, scoop forward to up dog. Breathe out, hips up, downward dog. Find your breath. Start to walk your feet up towards your hands. Have the feet hip width apart to start with. Balls of the feet grounding down into the mat, heels grounding down. Bend your knees, give your thighs a nice hug. So tummy drawn in towards the thighs, nose coming down towards your knees. Squeeze everything in. Nice big deep breaths.
release the arms down the front, straighten the legs, hold on to alternate elbows, and let the crown of the head just sink down now like a rag doll. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Feel the heaviness of the head sinking everything down. Bring the hands down to either side of your feet. Come up onto your fingertips as you breathe in, flat back, crown of the head, chest reaching forward. And then as you breathe out, fold down your nose towards your knees. And again, breathing in, crown of the head reaching forward. Breathing out, fold down. And release, bring the feet together so the toes are touching. Thighs squeeze in together, bend the knees. Breathe in, come up to chair pose, Utkatasana. Relax the shoulders down. Breathe in, bring the palms together at the chest. As you breathe out, twist the left outer arm to the outside of your right leg, right thigh. Right hand pushing down onto the left hand. Shoulders nice and open, right shoulder stacked above the left shoulder. From here, we're going to move the left leg back into revolved side angle pose. So draw that left heel away from you. And then you can open out your arms, so spread your wings. Bring the left arm down to the mat as the right arm reaches up. Continuing to twist, open up your chest. Bring the palms back together again. Bring the chest forward, bring the hands back down to the mat. Step back to three-legged dog. Breathing in, leg comes up. Coming into a three-leg vinyasa. So breathe in, come forward to plank. Breathe out, lower to chaturanga. Breathe in, scoop forward to up dog. And breathe out, push back to down dog. Coming up onto your toes as you breathe in, look to the front of the mat. Breathe out, hop the feet forward. Flat back, breathe in. Breathe out, fold nose to knees. Utkatasana, breathe in, squeeze the thighs together. Open the chest, relax the arms. Palms come back to chest as you breathe in. Breathe out, twist to the opposite side. Left hand pushing down on right hand to open the chest up. Lifting the right leg, step back into revolved side angle pose. If this is comfortable, open your arms, spread your wings. Look up towards that left thumb. Bring the palms back together. Chest comes forward. Bring the hands back down, step back to three-legged dog. Come into that three-legged vinyasa, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Up. And then back down with facing dog. Find your breath here. This time open your feet as wide as your mat. And then just start to walk your hands back down towards your feet. Turn your toes outwards and come down into Malasana. So bring the palms together, ground your seat bones down towards the floor. Chest nice and open. Ground that tailbone down, close your eyes, find your breath. Come back to that phase of reflection, that notion of just reflecting on what you're doing, noticing what you're doing right now. No thinking about what just happened, no thinking about what's coming next. All that matters now is your breath. Bringing the hands down, come straight into crow pose. So
bringing the knees up onto the backs of the arms, and then just gently lifting one foot and the other. Focus on a point, keep your balance. Lift the toes up, bring the toes together. Slowly bring yourself back down again. Straighten the legs up, hips come nice and high. Lift your toes, spread them out, roll them down onto the mat, and walk your hands forward into down dog. Take a few breaths here. Breathe in, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Breathe out, bring that leg forward and through. Place it on the floor between your hands. Stay on the back ball of the back foot. Breathe in, come up to a high lunge. Draw the back heel towards the back of the room, shoulders are nice and relaxed. From here we're going to open up into warrior two, so back left heel drops down, hips open to the left, arms straighten out, look down that right middle finger. Straighten the front leg for triangle pose. Breathe in, lengthen forward. Breathe out, bring that right hand down towards your right ankle as the left arm reaches up. Think about stacking this left hip on top of the right hip. Really nice. And then looking down towards your front right foot, bend the knee. Bring the right hand down onto the mat and come up into half moon pose. Steady yourself if you wobble. Look wherever you need to look to find your balance. And then if this is comfortable for you, you can bend that left leg. And see if you can grab hold of that left foot in sugar cane pose. Look down towards the floor in front of you. Bring the left hand down to meet the floor. And then straighten that left leg up towards the sky into standing splits. Slowly start to bring that left foot down all the way to meet the right foot. And then just pedal your legs down and your feet down into the ground. Bend your knees, rest your tummy on your thighs. Bring your hands down to the mat, straighten the legs flat back. And then bring your tummy back down onto your thighs again. Straighten the legs flat back. From here you're going to roll all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back and open. And just adjust yourself to standing up. Bringing the left foot grounding down into the floor. I'm going to bring the right foot up into tree pose. Palms together at the chest. And just take this time to relax, to settle down into the pose. And don't have any judgment on anything. If you wobble, that's fine. If your foot drops down, that's fine. But just take this time to just rest and not think about anything. If you breathe in, lift the arms up above the head. And you can open the arms out wide, let the shoulders relax. Breathe in, bring the palms back together, bring them back down to the chest. Release the right leg. We're going to come into warrior three. Keep the ankle off the floor, bring the knees together. Slowly lower the chest down, reach the right foot towards the back of the room. And then if it feels comfortable, you can reach your arms out forward. From here, step back to a high lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Breathe out, bring your hands back down to the mat. And step back to down dog. Come through a vinyasa, breathe in, come forward to plank. Breathe out, lower down, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Breathe in, scoop forward to up dog. Breathe out, hips up, downward dog. Breathe in, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Breathe out, bring that left leg forward and through. Place it on the floor between your hands. Breathe in, come up to a high lunge. Find your breath, focus on a point, find your balance. As you breathe in, open up to warrior two. Chest nice and open, look down that left hand to your left middle finger. Coming into triangle pose, straighten the front leg, maybe shorten the step slightly. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, bring left hand to left ankle as the right arm reaches up. Look towards that right thumb. Bring your gaze down to the floor, bend that front left leg, bring the hand down onto the mat, come up to half moon pose. Look wherever it feels comfortable for you to keep your balance. Maybe bend your right leg, hold onto your right ankle for sugarcane pose. Look back down to the floor, lower your right hand, lift your right leg up towards the sky for standing splits. Slowly start to lower that right leg down towards the mat. And step it down gently. Bend your knees, draw your tummy into your thighs, squeeze your thighs, give yourself a nice big hug. Take 3 big deep breaths in here and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe a sigh out through the mouth. Release the arms down by your side. Slowly roll yourself up to standing. This time opposite side, so right foot grounding down into the mat as your left foot comes up to your inner thigh. Palms together at the chest, and just take a moment to settle. Have no judgment on this pose or anything else. Allow yourself to wobble. Allow yourself to just relax and reflect on how everything feels. Lift the arms up. Open the arms, relax your shoulders. Breathe in, bring the palms together again. Breathe out, bring the palms down to the chest, coming into warrior three. Release the leg, chest comes forward as left foot reaches towards the back of the rib. Push the heel away from you. And then maybe reach the arms forward. Come back to a high lunge. Sink down into the lunge. Bring the hands back down to the mat. And step back to down dog. Breathe in, come forward to plank, lower your whole body all the way down to the mat. Make a pillow for your head, rest your right cheek on it, bring your toes together, let your heels drop out in crocodile pose. And just rest here now. Just lose yourself in your breath. No need to think about anything else except for breathing. chin onto the mat. Bend your knees, reach the arms around to hold onto your ankles. Coming into bow pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. As we breathe in, we're going to lift the thighs and the chest off the floor. Holding up for 3 breaths. So breathing in, lift the feet away from the bum, thighs come off the floor, chest comes up. Roll over onto your belly. Slowly release all the way back down. Bring the toes together again. This time rest the left cheek on your hands. Slowly come back to centre. Exactly the same again. So chin comes down on the mat, bend the knees, hold onto your ankles. Preparing for the second round. Breathing in, lift. Chest nice and open. Draw your heels away from you. Lift your thighs off the ground. And breathe. Slowly release. Bring your hands down to underneath your shoulders. Draw yourself back to child's pose. Try to keep your nose on the floor. Rest your forehead down on the mat in child's pose. Slowly start to lift yourself up to kneeling. Cross the legs over and bring your legs in front of you. Legs nice and long in front. Flex the feet, coming in to a front forward fold. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, fold your tummy down towards your thighs. Nice big deep breaths, lengthening with the exhale. Feel yourself come closer to your legs. Feel the back bit of your back, the back bit of your back. Feel your back lengthen with every exhale. Relax your shoulders. Try not to hunch your shoulders. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And slowly breathing in, peel yourself back up again. Draw yourself all the way back down onto your back. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Maybe rock yourself from side to side. Give your back a nice massage. Slowly bring your feet down to the floor. Open your feet nice and wide. Bring the palms up to face the sky. And just relax your whole body now. And lying here in shavasana, reflect on your breath. And notice how it moves through your body. And you can just lay here for as long as you like in this shavasana. Maybe take 5 or 10 minutes. Really allow it to nourish your body. Allow it to take on board everything that we've done in this session. Thank you. Namaste.